The Brazilian Development Bank, also known as National Bank for Economic and Social Development, is a federal public company associated with the Ministry of Development, Industry, and Trade. Its goal is to provide long-term financing for endeavors that contribute to the country's development. BNDES is one of the largest development banks in the world. Its non-performing loan ratio is also less favorable compared to the CDBs that stands below 1%. Among the objectives of BNDES are the strengthening of the capital structure of private companies, the development of capital markets, the trading of machines and equipment, and the financing of exports. Since its establishment on June 20, 1952, BNDES has financed large-scale industrial and infrastructure endeavors, and has played a significant role in the support of investments in agriculture, commerce and the service industry, as well as in small and medium-sized private businesses, even though its focus lies on larger firms. The bank has supported social investments aimed at education and health, family agriculture, basic sanitation and mass transportation. BNDES considers it fundamentally important in the execution of its credit policy to take into account ethical and environmental principles. As such, BNDES is firmly committed to the principles of sustainable development. The bank offers financial support lines and programs to companies of any size and sector that have been set up in the country. The partnership with financial institutions with agencies established around the country facilitates the dissemination of credit, enabling greater access to BNDES's resources. The BNDES has three integral subsidiaries: FINAME, BNDES PAR and BNDES Limited. Together, the three companies comprise the BNDES system. Criticism and controversies. BNDES operates with lobbying of larger firms, not for small and medium-sized private businesses or Brazilian higher quality of life of its population. Operating with statutes of ethical and environmental principles. In 2012, the BNDES approved a 22.5 billion reais loan for the construction of the Belo Monte Dam, a project that causes dislocation of local communities. The plan has been strongly criticized by environmental groups and indigenous populations. In 2013, 90% of BNDES PAR investments concentrates in 5 industries. In the recent history of the BNDES investments, lobby irregularities and conflict of interest arrives with JBSS, AOGX, EBX Group GPA, and others. The bank is criticized for supporting the international expansion of some private firms. Economists around the world recognize that Brazil has its own development bank, a key financial organization, bigger than the World Bank. As the Nobel Prize economist J. Stiglitz' opinion, the BNDES is a huge development bank. People don't realize this, but Brazil has actually shown how a single country can create a very effective development bank that actually promotes real development without all the conditionality and all the trappings around the old institutions. Despite the recognition of financial volume, effective infrastructure and organization, the bank is used by only a few industries. The concentration of financial volume in few and perhaps questionable industries contradicts the bank's development and diffusion goals. The concentration contrasts greatly with Brazilians' per capita income and its number of small and medium-sized enterprises.